Buko, welcome back to Buko Podcast. South Korea snack, which are popularity used as snack for tourists. Do you like traveling to Korea? Apart from this pop culture that is popular all over the world, some Korean snacks are also attracting tourists. In fact, the popularity of South Korea culinary has crossed over the foreign country. There are 10 typical South Korea snacks that tourists love, as summarized from Taste Atlas. Green pipang. Gwiran pipang is a South Korean snack consisting of small, love-like bone fillet with egg and sometimes ham, cheese or parsley. The base in made is a simple egg dough. When it turned into bread, it's usually topped with peanut, tomato sauce or cheese. The snacks are usually prepared at roadside stall. Gwiran pipang traders bake them in special oval mold. Even though it is not a seasonal food, it is increasingly preferred during winter. The peak of the taste can be obtained when warm or just removed from the grill. Korean corn dog, potato hot dog. The Korean hot dog is a unique twist on a hot dog, which is made by coating sausage with corn dog batter. Then mix it into the potato slice, then all fried in oil. This dish is served on a skewer and is usually consumed on the go. Korean corn dog vendors sell it all over Korea, and there are several variations. It can be wrapped in bacon, mashed potato, or seaweed, while ketchup is usually used as the main seasoning. Hodu gwaja, walnut cake. This walnut cake is a winter staple in South Korea. Consists of walnut skin which is processed with a thin walnut-based dough. The filling combines coated walnut and sweet red bean paste. The cookie was first invented in 1934 by a young Cheonan couple, and by the 1917 it was available all over the city and especially enjoyed as a street snack. The Hodu Gwaja of the original Cheonan, however, remained the city's specialty. Bungeopang, fish-shaped cake with red bean. Bungeopang is a South Korean fish-shaped cake filled with red bean. The authors sell it made with a simple dough consisting of egg, flour developed, sugar and water. It's poured into a fish-shaped mold, and a spoonful of fine of coarse red bean paste in the place in the center. The dough is then put into a mold, then baked onto the stove until golden brown and crispy on the edge. Fill the kidney bean evenly into the cake and make a solid filling. One of the most popular variety of this sweet is known as Bungeopang ice, a factory-produced treat that combines ice cream with red bean filling. Traditional Bungeopang is considered another version of Japanese taiyaki, but unlike Japanese taiyaki, the Korean version doesn't use any other filling apart from a sweetened red bean mixture. This stuffing snack can be found all over South Korea. This is one of the most common snacks sold by street vendors. It is recommended to enjoy them freshly baked, while they are still tender and slightly crunchy, and the filling is still hot and soft. Bondegi. Bondegi is a classic South Korea street food consisting of silkworm, cocoons. Destiny animals are usually boiled or steamed and then seasoned before serving them in a small cup. Bondegi is available in many roadside stalls around the city, while canned versions are sometimes found in supermarkets. Some restaurants even serve insect as a side dish. Bondegi became a popular choice during the Korean War when food was scarce, and Koreans were short on protein. Bindae teok, green bean pancake. Bindae teok nok du jeon, nok du jijim. Bindae teok is a savory green bean pancake that first appeared in cookbook in the 1970s under the name binjat teok. The initial recipe on top of it is savory pork cutlet. Bindae teok was originally enjoyed only by the rich, while plain variety were reserved for lower social classes. Apart from green bean, modern bindae teok usually use a variety of other ingredients such as cabbage kimchi, bean sprout, onion, glutinous rice, or ground pork. Bread is shallow oil. Pindateok is best eaten when it just finished cooking when the outside is still crispy. These different variety of this pancake are usually eaten as street food and usually come with a hot sauce served on the side. Sannakji, asin, sticky and chewy. Sannakji is South Korea dish consisting of minced raw baby octopus served with a sprinkling of sesame oil. Interestingly, because the dish is served immediately after being cut, some parts are still moving on the plate. This dish can usually be found at all Korea street food stalls and it recommended with samjang and green tea. Hoteok. Hoteok is a popular Korean pancake that is usually filled with cinnamon, brown sugar, and nuts such as peanut and walnut. This snack is usually sold as street food at many Korean street stalls, especially during cold weather. The pancake can be thick or thin and are characteristic by their crunchy exterior and soft, chewy inside. It is believed that the hoteok was invented in late 19th century when Chinese merchants entered Korea. Many of them decided to stay in Korea, making a Chinese version of pancake with savory filling. However, Korean prefer sweet filling to savory one. The Chinese adapted the pancake to the Koreans' liking, thus creating hoteok. Today, there are many types of hoteok, including a number of versions with matcha, and a special version called bubble hoteok, which is grilled over fire instead of fried. Tteokbokki. Tteokbokki is a spicy stir-fried dish that usually consists of cylinder rice cake, sweet red chili sauce, and fishball. It is considered one of the best street food in Korea and can usually be purchased at street vendor known as pojamacha. This dish originated in the Joseon dynasty period, was used as medicine, and became one of court dishes. Initially, tteokbokki was called tteokjim in the form of a plate of boiled rice cake, meat, eggs, and spices. It used to be brown. Now it's red, thanks to the gochujang hot chili paste, which was introduced in mid-19. Tteokbokki, which was one of a dish for royalty, is currently one of the cheapest street food dishes in Korea. In fact, many recipes have been franchised due to the great demand for tteokbokki. Jeon. Jeon, also known as Korean pancake, are often served as an appetizer, side dish, or consumed as a snack. Although jeon is usually prepared in a savory version, there are also some sweet variety of this flavor pancake. Simply put, it is food that is first coated in flour and egg, then sauteed in oil. Jeon combines ingredients such as thin slices of meat, poultry, seafood, and various vegetables. Jeon is traditionally prepared annually during Korean Lunar New Year and Korean Harvest Festival, and it also snacked throughout the year. Some of the more popular type of jeon are made with sliced beef, yukjeon, oyster, guljeon, kimchi jeon, and green onion pajeon. It is recommended to serve the jeon with a dipping sauce made from spicy soybean or a refreshing cucumber salad.